His name is Ralph Yarl. He's a 16-year-old black boy who went to pick up his younger twin brothers from a friend's house when he knocked on the wrong door and was shot. The shooter, an 84-year-old man, answered the door and told Ralph, "Don't come back around here," before shooting Ralph twice, once in the head and again while he was on the ground. The shooter has since been arrested and charged with 2 felony counts and has since bonded out. Prosecutors had this to say about the case.
So in the state of Missouri, hate crimes can be E or D felonies, which carry with it a lower range of punishment than what the defendant is currently charged with. As the prosecutor in Clay County, I can tell you there was a racial component to the case.
Duh. I think we all knew that. I think, you know, for a 16-year-old unarmed black boy to walk up to a door and knock on the wrong door and to be shot, I think we automatically know that there had to be some kind of racial component to this.
The man said he was like scared to death when he saw him, and Ralph is literally 5'8" and weighs 140 pounds. So that's me. So if I'm standing at your door, are you threatened by me? I don't think so. So it's insane to me.
And it was just for it to happen so quickly, like that. There was no reason, there was no chance to chat. At least, you know, from what the documents say, there was no chance to chat, sit down and talk. "Excuse me, what are you doing here? Get around, like, get away from here." It was like immediately shoot. Immediately shoot. So I don't know, and that made me like wonder. You know, I'm not a lawyer, but Google is free, y'all. Try it out. In the state of Missouri, I was curious what the trespassing laws were like. So take a look at this. It's when a person commits the offense of trespass in the first degree if he or she knowingly enters unlawfully or knowingly remains unlawfully upon real property. And then that made me think, okay, well, what constitutes like self-defense in Missouri? That's imminent, like if they see the person as an imminent threat, they have reasonable fear or a proportionate force. So,
well, I think blackness is a fear for a lot of white people, unfortunately. And that's how it felt reading up on this case and seeing how this could happen. Because this isn't new. Stuff like this has happened before.
Yeah, I'm so glad there was so much public outcry though on this case because I don't think it would have moved as fast as it has with even the charges that are out there now. I'm still confused why it's a, you know, racial component and not actual like an actual racial, you know,
like a hate crime.
A hate crime, yeah. So all that is still very confusing. Like all the actions after the fact just seemed a little, I don't know, out of place.
Yeah. Well, first, I think the response was spearheaded by the black community, just seeing black celebrities like Halle Berry, Kerry Washington, and all of them come out and speak about it and make sure it was getting visibility on their platforms and a wider visibility so society knows like this has happened to this 16-year-old boy. But I also think, to your point, the prosecutor said that the hate crime charge carried a lesser charge or it carried a lesser sentence. So they went after the charges that carry more of like a significant weight.
I don't know how I feel about that one. Do you guys think had Ralph been not black that he would have been shot?
I mean, we saw in just recent days that there was a white woman, I believe in New York, who was shot and killed by driving into someone's like driveway.
And she was literally backing out. She posed no threat, backing out. Man shot her. And then something also happened in Texas just on Monday night.
With the
where two girls, one girl went into the wrong car, realized she got into the wrong car, got out, got shot. Yeah. It's ridiculous.
So that's.
I do think blackness played a part of it, but I also think that we're at a point where like these intersectionality of issues that we're having in America is coming to the forefront. So while I think this case particularly was racially motivated, I think those two cases with those white women, I believe they were white, shows a different instance with like gun problems that we're having. So it's twofold.
That and the other part where reasonable fear.
I know, that's so,
I'm just, where is it reasonable? Like
by doing an accident. All these people did an accident, going on the wrong side of went onto the wrong driveway. One person rang the wrong doorbell and getting into the wrong car. These are things that happen every day, and people are getting shot for it. That's ridiculous.
What's going to like? I think about like Uber Eats drivers and DoorDash delivery stuff. Like when people deliver to your door, like if they deliver to the wrong door now, are they? You know what I mean? Like
if someone like puts the wrong address. Because I used to drive, like I used to do Uber Eats during the pandemic, and countless times. It was definitely every day, for sure. Like I was going to a wrong unit or a wrong door, so that's very terrifying to think about.
It's very, very scary, guys.